when he appeared, he took up where Krishna left off. Krishna states in Gita that one should surrender unto him and that he would give up protection. He insists that one surrender. So the purpose of Bhagavad Gita, etc., is to bring one to that platform. And Krishna assured one that he would help one. And he does so indeed. Within all living entities, as this Paramatma, Krishna helps give intelligence how to attain him. And he manifests that intelligence through his devotees. Therefore, devotees should take shelter of local devotees. And the more they reveal their mind to local devotees, then Krishna helps within and without. Within as the Paramatma, and without as the spiritual master and his associates, the counselors, the devotees, who protect one locally. So, that's important. And Krishna will certainly help those persons. Prabhupada described it in the Bhagavad Gita lecture in Bombay in March 25th in 1971, that if you take one step towards Krishna, he takes 10 steps towards you. And I remember as a kid, everybody was enlivened by that, really. But I remember I was especially enlivened as a kid. Going home one night from the jungle, probably was a Wednesday, reflecting that what? Krishna, if you take one step towards Krishna, Krishna will take 10 steps towards you. Krishna will take 10 steps to a jerk like me. Stupid kid. You know, did I have any qualification? No. Just a stupid kid. That's all. Who met devotees. Who got Sakriti by meeting devotees and serving devotees. And serving Tulsi Rani and the company devotees. This is the cause of Sakriti. And Prabhupada said, you don't have any Sakriti. I have created it. Yes, by this devotional process. And coming with devotees, it creates our Sakriti when we don't have any. And so I was thinking, what? God is so magnificent. He's so magnanimous that he will come, take 10 steps to a jerk like me. How quaint, how charming, how pacifying. Reality is, in our individual capacity, not everybody likes us. We can't satisfy everybody in this world. Not everybody likes us. That's a fact. Huh? Not everybody gets along with us. Not everybody wants us. But Krishna is within the heart of even the cockroach, even the germ, even the bug. And Krishna is kind. He is compassionate. And his compassionate energy, the internal potency, is manifested as Srimati Radhika. And she manifests herself all to taste. Aswadan, to taste all the relationship with Krishna. She manifests herself everywhere in Vrindavan. In all the different relationships, she helps the devotees taste it. And in this way, Krishna becomes, who is Madan Mohan, the attractor of many thousands of cupids, becomes attracted by this devotional principle. And this is why Krishna is with so many devotees. So many devotees, so many gopis, so many cowherd boys. He loves the cows, he loves the land, he loves the trees of Vrindavan. Every living entity in Vrindavan he loves. And he went further. When he left Vrindavan from Mathura, he expanded his energies in Mathura to protect the residents of Vrindavan. And in the 10th canto, chapter 10, the residents of Mathura glorified Krishna's beauty. And the residents of Vrindavan, headed by the gopis, thought, and Krishna is now in the company of these aristocratic city girls, and he doesn't care for us village girls anymore, like that. And it was described what those aristocratic girls in Mathura said, glorifying Krishna. Beautiful poetry, really wonderful. And then Krishna went from, after 17 years or so, he went from Mathura to Dwaraka and established his pastimes there within the sea. And he married 16,108 queens who were all forlorn, and at least 16,000 was forlorn and captured by Bhaumasura. And in Indian culture, if a girl spends a night outside of her father's house, no one will marry her. So these Kshatriya girls had thought, nobody will accept us. So then, what do you want me to do? Krishna said, you should accept us. So they surrendered to Krishna, and Krishna accepted them, and wedded them all with great pomp and in Kshatriya rite. And he equipped every one of those princesses, which were all expansions of gopis, ultimately, in a separate palace, and stayed with them separately. And 16,108 different expansions, who, in the daytime, these expansions became one and entered into the Sudharma assembly hall, created by Madhava. And Krishna would administer his sabha, his congregation, his court, for the public of Dwaraka in that place. And in the evening, he would return and again be with his devotees. And sometimes, even Sri Krishna, even within that surroundings of unparalleled opulences. And it's described in Bhagavatam that the Mahishis, the queens of Krishna, are each goddesses of fortune, many, many times more beautiful than any celestial girl in the heavenly planets. And Krishna would sport with them to their satisfaction. And sometimes it was described that in the water sports, in the pools of Dwaraka, Krishna would squirt with a syringe of water on his queens, etc., etc. And they would squirt him back, and many wonderful pastimes they had. Still, all these queens are expansions, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, of Srimati Radhika. Oma Rama Satya Sati Chandra Rukmini, Radha Avatara Sabe Amyaya Vani. It is described in the Vedas that all of these personalities, feminine personalities in the universe, they are all expansions of Radharani, just like Krishna manifests himself as all the Vishnu Tattvas, emanating from Dauji, from Balarama. And all the consorts of Vishnu, emanating from Srimati Radhika. And Krishna was always curious about her divine love for him. And therefore, in Chaitanya Charitamrita and Adi Lila chapter 4, the confidential reasons for Gauranga's descent is described conclusively there. That there were three internal reasons: the love Radhika has for him, the happiness she feels when she tastes his love, and the qualities in her, the qualities in Krishna that make Srimati Radharani captivated. So for these reasons, to taste those three reasons, Sri Krishna himself assumed the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna himself imbued, Rupa Goswami says, with her effulgence and bhava and mood, and descended. And Sri Gauranga, with his associates, took the storehouse of love of Godhead, stole its contents, relished it, and distributed. Sri Gauranga says there in chapter 4 of Adi Lila that I am a gardener, and how many fruits am I going to taste myself? Therefore I order everyone to taste this fruits of love of Godhead and distribute it. The fact of the matter is, in Indian culture, the more you distribute something, the more you taste yourself. Just like I saw in Radha Damodar, or anytime anybody would get a little Mahaprasada, they would turn around and they would distribute it to everybody around. Then they would take a crumb of it and pop it in their mouth with great relish, like that. So, it's actually, in the material world, the more you get, the more you enjoy. But in the spiritual consciousness, the more you distribute, the more you get. The more you distribute, the more you get. So the devotees would understand that without Krishna Shakti Bina Nahitara Pravartan, without potency from Krishna, nobody can distribute. And Gauranga, by his orders, said that I'm a transcendental gardener. And how much can I enjoy these fruits in the garden? Therefore, I order everybody to taste it and everybody to distribute it. So when people take up the order of Gauranga, as Jagadananda Pandit mentions in Prem Vivartan, Gorera Ami Mukke Bolale Nai Chaile. It is not enough to say with your mouth that I am a servant of Lord Gauranga. I'm a servant of Lord Gauranga. Simply speaking, it will not do. Gorera Achar, Gorera Vichar, Loyale say, Fala Fale. The Lord Chaitanya's example, if Lord Chaitanya's precepts are taken up by you, then you will attain the essential fruit. That's the idea. Begin. Realization will come. Fala Fale means begin. Realization. Exactly what that means. So, Gorera Achar, Lord Chaitanya's Achar, his example, is described in Shastras such as Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya, Chaitanya Mangal, etc., by the Prem Vivarta, by the associates of Gauranga. Associates and servants of Gauranga have described Chaitanya Varnana, topics of Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya's Achar, his example, is described therein. So that no one needs to speculate. What is the Achar of Gauranga? What are the activities of Gauranga? It's all stated very clearly.